Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to an incredibly new beer. That's right, it doesn't get much fresher than this, if I'm honest. This was canned 4 days ago, and I've already got one, which is pretty exciting in and of itself. If you haven't seen the previous video already, which was the unboxing of the Seven Brothers box, link up there so you can go see it. But basically this is one of the beers that they sent me, and it is properly brand new. It's out today if you're watching this on video release date, or it was out, yeah, you get the idea. And it's called Utinni. Anyway, I don't know what that means, but I did a quick Google search and there is a song called Utinni. I think, am I saying that right? Yeah, Utinni, whatever you want to, yeah. By a band that seems to be a bit of a Star Wars parody. So I don't know if that's related or not. Hopefully we'll get some info on the can in a bit. But anyway, that is the only information I could find. So hopefully we'll get something else off the back of the can in a minute. And to kind of bolster that idea, if you take a look at the can, which has some incredible artwork on it, there is actually a guy shredding away on his guitar. So that could well be something to do with it. And this is, without wanting to read too much information, a sticky toffee pudding and custard pale ale. It's a part of the 7 series from Seven Brothers. The 7 series is a series of 7 beers that the Seven Brothers are doing to mark their 7th birthday, and each beer is going to be 7%. So it's 7%. I'll be honest, I've never had anything quite with this description before at this kind of ABV point. So I think it's going to be properly good. I don't want to read anything else about it. I just want to get into it and enjoy it. So you've already seen the can. Let's crack it open. It's a little lively, although I thought I was going to go everywhere, but it hasn't. It's okay. Chance of me doing a good pour on this, I think I'll slim, but I'll do my best. Let's go easy on it. Standard crummy pour, of course. Ooh, I just got wafts of pudding. So, visually, heavily carbonated, a lot of head, but that's more my fault than the beers, I'm sure. A lot of carbonation swelling up the glass there, as you can see. Just see my face, so that's quite terrifying, isn't it? It's got good clarity though, I must say. There's no big haze to this. Which is interesting, given that as soon as pudding comes into play, I'm thinking deep, rich, and as a result probably quite hazy, but it's not got that. So it's got a load of nice carbonation spritzing up from the bottom, and yeah, I think that head's going to dissipate eventually. Right, how does it sniff? Oh, I mean, it's just treacle. It's just treacle toffee. It's just sweet butter. Butterscotch actually is where it's really at. Butterscotch is the one. There's a bit of fruit in there. It's a bit of pecan maple, that kind of thing. Overwhelmingly butterscotch. Obviously, it's very malty as a result of that on the nose. But it's that real sweet caramel, almost chocolate malt, but it's not really got that cocoa element. It's just that. Yeah, again, it's mainly butterscotch toffee. Let's be honest. No real hot presence on the nose, unsurprisingly. That is all I'm getting from it, but I say all, it smells amazing. It smells just absolutely incredible. Right, let's get into it. Cheers. That is divine. It's sweet, it's very sweet, but that has got absolute balance to it. And I can't tell that's 7%. That's dangerous in the best possible way. I'm a bit overwhelmed by this. There's so much flavour in there. And now it's starting to settle down a bit. I'm getting just a little bit of hop. Somewhere between, it's not just on the nose and it's not really in the taste, but kind of when you're enjoying that actual drinking sensation where kind of all senses are on board. I thought it was just a hint, but now it's disappeared again. But anyway, right, I mean, this is 7%, and the chance of me drinking this slowly is looking slim. So, we need to recoup. top to bottom taste test on this. So, initial carbonation, not sweet or sour, just good mouthfeel. By the way, the mouthfeel is just, it's like, it's exactly where it should be. It's not too thick because it is a pale, but it's silky smooth. Think lighter Belgian style, and you're in the right kind of ballpark for the mouthfeel for me. Immediately, as soon as that first phase just on the front of the tongue is over, tongue is coated top to bottom. It feels like it's going to be quite thick and sticky, for want of a better phrase, but it's not. It coats your mouth and then doesn't really stick around too much, which is good, because you get the luxury feel but without the kind of negative consequences that you get sometimes with more rich stouts and stuff. And the sweetness just goes with that. It's just a running sweetness initially, and then the flavour kicks in, which is just an absolute huge surge of sticky toffee pudding. Following on from that, you start to get a bit of vanilla on the back end, that custard bit. Now, I don't know how I'm assuming they've just used vanilla without the, I assume there's no lactose in this by the colour, but I might be wrong, but the texture suggests there is, so I'm not really sure. Normally, I associate lactose beers with a bit more haze, so whether there is and they've done some witchcraft, I'm not totally sure, but yeah, nice vanilla bit at the back. And then the finish just leaves you with an aftertaste of pudding of that whole meal. I mean, it's so on the nose for what it's meant to be. That's truly incredible, and I'm sad that I'm halfway down it already. So let's take a look at the can. Seven Brothers 7 Series Utinni 7% 440ml can. That rocking picture on the front there, and then on the side there's also a picture of some sticky toffee pudding. On the back it goes on to say, we're 7 this year, which is a special one for us, so we've decided to launch a series of 7 beers, 7 brothers, 7 years, 7 beers, 7 unique ideas, all at 7%. 7 is the number. This one is Brother Luke's sticky toffee pudding and custard pale ale, 7% 440ml. Allergens, malted barley, wheat, brackets gluten. Hands up if you like sticky toffee pudding and custard. This dessert-inspired pale ale is out of this world. Utinni, with a lot of U's at the front. It's phenomenal. Normal, responsible drinking stuff. This can contains 3.08 UK units, given its magnitude, and that is all it says. So we don't get a explanation for the name, but I'm wondering if Luke is in this band. And Seven Brothers, if you watch this, or anyone working for Seven Brothers, comments below, let us know the reason behind the name. I assume he is in that band with the song with that name, and the Out of This World reference, Star Wars. It all kind of makes sense to me, but this is purely hypothetical at this point. So, what else do we say about this? I mean, obviously, let's come back to it. I mean, I want to finish this immediately on camera now, but Mrs. Crummybeard is such a big fan of sticky toffee pudding, she needs to try it. Now, she doesn't like beer generally, but I think this might just pique her interest. As it's been open for a bit, the sweetness may be calming down. Now, again, that's entirely possible. That's I'm just kind of palate acclimatization for, I don't know, that's a term I've been using, and I don't know if I've made it up or not, but you know what I mean. Am I just getting used to it, or is it actually changing? Both on the nose and in the flavour, I feel like the sweetness is starting to just draw back just a tiny bit, which is probably the right amount, because it feels like a bit more of the core beer is actually coming through. It's not massively hoppy, it's not massively more malty than it was already, if that makes sense, but you're just getting that nice balanced beer profile in the back without any kind of untoward flavours that you didn't want, and it is simply pudding in a glass. It really is. I have nothing more to say about this, but this is one of the best beers I've tried this year. If you like this style, I will say, I know a lot of people don't like sweet beer, they think it's not really beer and whatever. I'm quite a fan of, I mean, I've had sticky toffee pudding ales in the past and that sort of thing, and I like them, but they always leave me a bit disappointed, like I wanted it to be a bit more. This is a bit more. So, I think we'll leave it at that. Seven Brothers, thank you for sending me this. It is very much appreciated. A load more reviews from the beers in that unboxing video coming very soon. And that is where we will leave it. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like it if you haven't already subscribed, if you will be so kind, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.